Ladies and gentlemen, it is MCW Live right here on your channel on the Twitch TV /GinjaNinjaBMF. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a fantastically stacked show for you this evening. Afternoon. It's not evening technically, due to reasons that are out of my control and reasons that I gotta go be a human being for this evening. We are doing early MCW. So welcome everyone, one and all. Tonight, it's the round one of the Murphy Cup, and it is also the finals of the Trial of the Gods tournament. Tonight, you have on your docket, as soon as I pull up my little cheat sheet and all the good things in between, you have your Murphy Cup round one matches. Nick versus Rena, AKG versus Doomtunes, Charlemagne versus Mezada, Kiwi Sleepy versus Meme, Amy versus Tonka Joe, Summerbree versus Evie, Baconic versus Race Aroni. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your round one of the Murphy Cup. Remember, the winner of the Murphy Cup goes on to, I believe, if I use my other cheat sheet correctly, the winner of this will go on to New Year's Retribution to take on Crickets for the MCW World Championship. Next week, we'll be beginning the Riley Cup. Those tag teams have been decided as fourth, have been, and all the good things between. If I pull up my cheat sheet a little further up, you have Scapipus taking on... Is that right? Yeah. Scapipus taking on the Commune LLC. The Blue Ice taking on, Azure and Yogi taking on the Dangerous Alliance, Ian Black and Hawk. Dogma taking on the Aftermath, Dogma being Dark Siren and LaRue, Aftermath being Kyle Hags and Professor Jolty. And then you got the Heathens, Upgrade and Steve taking on the G-Spot, the Unthinkable Baby and Mr. Merv. All matches will be Tornado Tag Team matches. That's next week. Right now, we focus on the Riley Cup, not Riley Cup, Murphy Cup, which we're going to announce those matches. But your main event of this evening is the Elimination Chamber of the Gods match. Trashley, Raven, Chaboy, Dark Siren, Fod, and Cocaine Bear all step into this Elimination Chamber for the Gift of the Gods. The winner of that match wins that title. And remember, the winner of that title can make themselves a World Championship match anytime they want, as long as they give me 1 week prior notice. Because God knows we don't do no fucking bullshit of cashing in a freaking briefcase whenever you freaking want. You give me notice so I can properly promote that shit. Anyway, match one, Nick versus Rena. Rena's debut. Nick's a former world champion. Let's get into it.
The following match is scheduled for one fall and is a round one match in the Murphy Cup. Introducing first, making her MCW debut, it is Rena.
Rena came into MCW and was like, I want opportunities. I want a chance to shine and show who I am. And I said, Rena, I got you. Murphy Cup, round one. But it's not going to be easy walkings for you. Yeah, I don't know what you can do. I don't know how big you can fly, how hard you can hit, or anything in between. But I do know one thing. Gumption gets you far from the MCW. End of the day, end of the story, Rena showed true gumption, and I, quite frankly, can't wait to see what she can pull off here. Tonight, Tall Order, former MCW World Champion Nick is her first opponent in MCW ever. This is her first wrestling match, period. I don't know what her plan is or how she's going to do it, but if there's someone who can do it, it's someone who has the gumption of a Rowlett. Rena making her way in to the ring, standing tall, making sure you all know that she is here to stay. She's here to fight, and everything in between. I'm not used to not having long hair still, Chad. I'm gonna be pulling my hair constantly still. Oh, we should probably put a Gamba up, huh? I almost typed /Gamble. Nicely done, Jinja.
And her opponent, he is your very distant cousin. It's Nick.
Nick is a former MCW World Champion, two-time MCW World Champion at that. He lost the title back at, I forget what day it was, but regardless of whatever day it was, he lost it to Race Aroni, and then he would lose it to Crickets and Race Aroni. So now he wants to get back to the top, and the easiest way back to the top is the Murphy Cup. Well, the easiest way is to give the Gods tie, to be fair. But right now, that's kind of out of the question for Nick. Nick is going to go ahead and have to climb to the top of the Murphy Cup, get that prestigious third year ever Murphy Cup winner. Remember, everyone who's won the Murphy Cup has become world champion. Neok, Crickets. The winner of this has probably the highest chance to win, if I had to make a guess. Regardless, bell to bell, this match shall begin. Rena versus Nick. Nick starting off with a nice little discus clothesline, knocking Rena down, and Nick going flying immediately, doing a beautiful moonsault immediately, dropping the elbow. Did Fod iterate? Fod did not fight yet. Fod is fighting later. Fod fights in main event tonight. Fod fights in, like, I'd imagine 2 hours from now. Almost 2 hours now, maybe an hour and a half from now. Also, hi, Fod. Drop kick from Rena after a nice miscalculated jump by Nick. Rena now focusing in on the arms. Madam Referee standing in the way as Rena rolls Nick over to his stomach. She picks him up and boom! Big knee right to the nose. Trying to take out the breathing ability of Nick, but Nick quickly kicked right to the midsection. Nick throwing Rena up and over the top rope, and Nick chasing out to the ringside area. Remain with temp material. Dang right you are. Give the Gods final. Give the God trial the Gods final. Not give the Gods trial the Gods final. Nick punching away, kicking away, rolling Rena over. Oh, Nick driving a knee to the back of the head of Rena. That's also a very excited coughing you got there. Nick back inside the ring. Count of 4 by Madam Referee. Rena getting back inside the ring at the count of 5, and Nick, oh, shouldn't have gotten that close. Rena now capitalizing. Looks like she's going for, ooh, a nice fancy roll up. I think where it came from. You don't know where it came from? What do you mean? Oh, the coughing? Oh, gotcha. Nick fighting out of Rena's grasp, pushing her away, grabbing on her back of her head. Oh my God, that exists, yeah. Ooh, single leg drop kick, taking Rena down. Rena rolling out of the ring. Smart play. Not so smart getting right back in the ring immediately, though. Dodging. Oh, and a slap across the chest. Nick now. Oh, springboard DDT. Center of the ring goes Rena. Give subs to a channel I ain't heard of, this kind of thing. That just kind of happens. Rena falling down to the floor outside. Nick stalking on the inside, keeping a close eye. My package just got here. At the in-between, I will go grab that package. Rena back inside the ring. Ooh, big slaps. Jared showed up. Jared showed up. No, it's Amazon, not UPS. Rena throwing Nick off the ropes. Big clothesline, knocking him down. Rena now springing a leg drop from the outside. Oh, he is your package. Gotcha. Now he's sick. I don't want that package. Count of 1, nothing more. Oh, grab it really fast. Rena locking up, grabbing Nick, dropping him, and taking him over. Ooh, no, not fully. Oh, God. Only one of my 5 packages came today, chat. I still have 5 packages, but that's what it is. Rena now standing, moonsault, landing it perfectly. Holy moly. Ripping up this package as we speak. As Nick bounces off the ropes, Rena punching away. And, well, she went for a dropkick. Looked like she missed badly. Is it a potato? No, it's a coat rack. The coat rack. I need a coat rack. Rena, beautiful German suplex, sending Nick into the mat hard. Oh, standing Spanish fly by Nick. Oh, God. Only a 1 count. Rena not done by any means whatsoever. Could hang potatoes from it. It's true, I could hang some potatoes from it. And Nick, axe handle off the top rope, dropping across Rena's head. Well, the back of the head, to be more specific. And Nick, oh, with the super kick. And a springboard moonsault on top of that. He got it too. Oh my God, Rena. Nick stalking now. Nick springing off the top rope. Oh my God. The cousin cutter. He just severed that branch from the family tree. Holy shit.
Here is your winner, your very distant cousin. It's Nick.
Nick, going on to round 2 of the Murphy Cup. You have to remember, round 2 is not easy as round 1. Round 2 is Extreme Rules. If he can hit another cousin cutter like that, I don't see any issues going on for Nick. Let's just be honest here. That cousin cutter just cut through Rena as if it was nothing. Rena gets sliced open like she was a butter. Like a butter. Holy moly, that cousin cutter though. Ladies and gentlemen, as you guys know, MCW, we have backstage segments happening all week long, and throughout the time, we post about them, we talk about them, we share about them, and all the good things in between. But some of you guys don't see it. Some of you guys don't know about it. In MCW News in the Discord channel, we have them posted. So let's talk about one of them that got posted this week. Let's talk about our backstage interview who caught up with the Riley Cup participants, Azure and Yogi, the Blue Ice or Ice Bears, or I haven't fully decided what their tag team name is. I'll decide probably by the end of the night. They're the Blue Ice, Ice Bears. They're something, huh? They were talking about their loss at the Turkey Bowl match. Azure said he's not exactly the excitedest. For example, he did state these exact words. Well, for starters, I'm the gobbledygooker, which means I have to dress up as a turkey and face God knows what. He doesn't even know what he's facing yet. The craft dinners. Yogi would chime in to make sure that it's known that the path is unclear for them, but the clarity comes in cycles. We move towards the Riley Cup for now. We will find balance and we will get our revenge. You'll get past this and we will strive. Azure would chirp back in and with a little bit more of a happier tone that yeah, the Riley Cup, we got to get payback against the Dangerous Alliance. Ian Black and Hawk were not taking this lying down. But see, here's what things got really interesting. El Scapo and Peepus interrupt him. El Scapo kind of being a little mischievous, a little ominous, making the statement that the Storm chose gently tonight as he tapped his Mango Time Championship, snickering with Peepus. What does that mean? The Storm. He's been talking about Storm since he debuted in MCW. Gosh knows what this man really wants to do, but God knows that I don't know what this really means. They're both Scat Peepus and the Azure Bears, the Blue Bears, the Blue Ice Bears, the Icy Bears of the Icebergs. I'll figure out tag team eventually. We only know one thing. El Scapo's a little crazy. He killed a bird to make a hat for him, Peepus. So God only knows what is going on through that masked man's head. But we do know what's going on through this masked man's head. It's AKG versus Doomtunes. Well, we don't really know what's going through Doomtunes' head. Just got a haircut looking fresh, my friend. Thanks, Fondy. Thank you. Hi, Fondy. Hope you're doing good. Our next match, Doomtunes versus AKG. Let me get the prediction going now. Let me close out the last prediction. Nobody predicted. That's fine. I didn't really do a good job promoting prediction or Gamba, but this time I will. Oh God, I'm not typing correctly. Did I miss the Impossible Baby? The Unthinkable Baby is not competing tonight. Tonight is his night off. Next week he will have a match though. And this guy here, I will be gambling. Well, yell at LaRue that he needs to gamble too, because he's got 125,000 points. And he doesn't know what he's doing with them. He does. Oh, he knows exactly what he wants to do with them. He's off being impossible and incomprehensible and incredible. Oh my goodness. We're going to make an Unthinkable Baby shirt and Bonnie's going to buy like 7 of them. Chat! AKG versus Doomtunes. Gamba, 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 gamba!
The following match is scheduled for one fall and is a round 1 match for the Murphy Cup. Introducing first, Angry Knife King, AKG.
Sorry, I had to adjust the volume. AKG. Some of you see him as the one half of the Riley Cup winners of last year. Him and Crosswords would be the blade and brain, but the blade had to sever himself from the brain and make sure that it's known that he is focusing on singles competition. This man has an incomprehensible win rate ratio. Let me pull it up real quick. Let me pull up the Google sheet, because this man has won so many matches. It's ridiculous. AKG, let's see, if we scroll over here to total wins, how do I sort? C through A, AKG, this one. He has a 67% win rate, which means essentially every 2 out of 3 matches he competes in, he wins. This man is undeniably, unbelievably ready. He's only ever had 1 shot at the world title, and now he wants to get to the top of the Murphy Cup and get a second opportunity. His statement was that he will slice anyone that tries to get in his way. Don't trust a man with a knife who's ready to start stabbing all willy and or nillily. AKG ready to AK open up his opponents with a freaking knife. And yes, he does have the Riz for days. The Riz, the Biz, the everything in betweens. Twins. But he's not gonna have a small order by any means whatsoever.
And his opponent, he is Doomtoons.
Doomtoons is a former hardcore champion. Doomtoons was the longest reigning hardcore champion. Doomtoons was the man who took the Broken Championship and made it into the hardcore championship because of how much he made the statement of, I have found no more competition. I want to raise the stakes. I want to feel pain. I want to give pain. He dealt out the pain with everything in his body. Steel bats, steel chairs, steel steps, kendo sticks. He once upon a time used a mannequin arm, still not fully understanding of that one, but it doesn't matter. Doomtoons is focused on hurting his opponent. He has a very impressive win rate too. AKG and Doomtoons could very easily, in a very big argumental state, could be a dangerous duo, but as of right now, the focus is in one thing and one thing only. Can he progress in this tournament? He's never had an opportunity at the world title. He's only ever had an opportunity at the middle titles, the mid titles. Not exactly. MCW, we don't have, mid-card titles. Every championship feels like a world championship. We know that the world championship is our top prize no matter what, but we also understand that everybody who competes for whatever title treats those titles as if they are world championships. That was a weird camera angle. I'll say it right now. The bell has rung. DT and AKG. AKG starting off big punches right away into the face of Doomtoons. Oh, AKG coming out of this corner strong and fast, instantly knocking DT down, and DT responding with a lariat of his own, knocking off the block of AKG, and here we go. Fisherman suplex. The hooking of the leg and sending him back. Azure also is back, ironically, as DT levels into him. Levels. Ooh, Doomtoons kicking him right to the knee. Oh, and driving his knee right into the ribs of AKG. AKG just holding his knee, hoping that God he can get back up into this immediately. This is not great positioning yet. You have the Prince of Strong Style versus the King of hurting anybody who wants to get hurt. AKG rolling up at DT. Ooh, DT kicking out at 1. Doing the smart thing, rolling away, but not out of the ring. He went to the corner, which could be dangerous for himself. Ooh, AKG looked like he's going for a knee to the back of the knee, and DT getting out of it, and big forearm strike, knocking AKG back on the ground. He's now wrenching the neck, keeping it soft. Weaken the neck, you weaken the back, you weaken the neck and the back, you weaken the entire body and spirits. DT mounting him. Now just brutalizingly, oh my God, just driving those forearms. Oh my Jesus. The viciousness of DT is just oh my God, undeniable. Big power bomb sending AKG into the ground hard. Going through DT up, but not up for long. Down goes AKG back on the ground as he gets his own revenge, driving his knee into the kidney area of Doomtunes. Doomtunes is going to be peeing blood tonight. AKG is working on the legs now. He went for the kidneys and lower back area, but now focusing in on the knees. And now the midsection. He is keeping it lower half of the belly button. And you know what? Quite frankly, good for him. Scooping up DT, AKG, taking him over the top rope. Everyone's favorite tag team partner. AKG taking DT for a ride. Irish whipping into the ropes. And a big kick, knocking down Doomtunes. Up to the middle of the rope. Flying through the air, missing it wildly. Well, you know, that happened. Well, this is different. Starting off the test of strength with a kick. We got the slappies coming out, and DT challenging AKG to hit him harder. My God, they're shoving each other far off into that corner, which is not exactly the greatest place for you to be, but like also, you know, DT is just a glutton for pain. He just keeps telling AKG to hit him harder. Oh man, the punchies, the punchies, the punchies. Both dazed, confused. DT locking it back in. Oh my, AKG fighting back. Doomtunes up and over the top rope and down to the floor he goes. AKG trying to get a little dangerous. Top rope. Waiting for DT to get him up to his feet. Flying through the air. Cross body out to the floor. Oh. DT may have took that cross body, but quickly AKG is definitely feeling the wrath of a man who has no like pain receptors, it feels like. AKG sent down, trying to send DT down, but look at that. AKG got reversed into the barricade himself instead. Count of 6 for Madam Referee. AKG breaking the count right before it hits 8 and going right back for DT. Oop. DT changing it up. Elbows directly driven into AKG as DT launches him into the ropes. And a big, oh my God! Belly to back exploder suplex, turning AKG inside out. DT scooping AKG up, running power slam. That man just planted AKG so hard on the mat that I think there is an AKG dent in the ring right there. And now right back to the arms, trying to take out the arm game of AKG, who is, as you all know, very well known for his arm game. I mean, not really. He's known for his leg game. Shoulder tackle off the top rope. AKG ends down. Doomtunes. Now he's focusing in on legs, but AKG right back up, and that's, well, would have been fine, but Doomtunes is sending AKG for a little bit of a ride. These suplexes are met with authority. They're dangerous. They are literally denting the ring at this point. DT going for the pin. Kick out of 2. Up, Doomtunes lifting him up, going for the D20. That's the D20. Oh, that hurts. That one must hurt. Kick out at 2. Holy shit. Doomtunes getting desperate. He's going up to the top rope. AKG starting to stir though. Off the top rope. Shoulder. No shoulder tackle. Scoop slam instead. AKG bringing things back into his own wheelhouse. Nice slam, down goes DT and does a brutalizing him now. AKG is zoning in quickly onto Doomtune's legs. He's taking him over to the corner. That's a body slam. AKG doing what he does best, and that's methodically working the entire body. No one part has been untouched by this man. This man is focusing on a Kinshasa off the middle rope. Oh my God. AKG dropping a big boot right to the face of DT Doom Tunes. Uh-oh. This is what we were talking about earlier. Doom Tunes has taken so much brutality, but look at this, just bouncing right back up as if nothing even touched him. He is not human. Oh my God. AKG falling right for Doom Tunes' trap. He did so much damage to him, but in reality, it's like in Pokemon. When a Pokemon uses Bide, they unleash the power twice fold right back at you. That is what Doom Tunes is doing right now, as he's sending AKG in for another set of suplexes. Oh my God. Whoa, each one just, like I said, just small dents being left in the ring with every single one of them. Doom Tunes is not human. Oh my God. Kick out at 2. Oh my, he just punched AKG into the corner, and now he's driving his shoulders into him. Oh my God, AKG is not liking his position. Oh, a hip check into the corner. Doom Tunes scooping him up for another D20. Wait! Out of the D20. Oh. Oh! The lethal stabbing! He stabbed DT in the, I wouldn't say really in the middle of the ring, but kind of towards the middle of the ring. Oh, only a 1 count. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign if you're AKG. Up, here we go. AKG might be in trouble now. Up. Oh my God, that was a brutal suplex. Down the outside of the ring goes AKG as he rolls out of the ring. DT flying up the top rope, driving a knee into the shoulder. Oh my God, it's just brutal to watch. AKG sent inside the ring as Doom Tunes starts to chase. Whoop, woo, AKG, little possum. Nice fancy footwork, Kinshasa. Oh my God, no. Kinshasa unable to connected, but not able to put away yet. That was a super close too. Top rope goes AKG. Flying to the axe handle, knocking down Doom Tunes. Oh, Doom Tunes just kicking himself out of the situation once again. AKG wrenching the arm, sending him down. Look at, oh no, oh, look at this. That's an armbar. Looks like he's trying to make him suck his dick, but it's an armbar nonetheless. Well, Doom Tunes not very appreciative of the dick sucking. He punched him in the face and get the fuck off me. And in the corner, AKG is sent for another exploder. AKG is definitely going to be spitting up blood tonight. AKG, the will of a lion, kicking away Doom Tunes. Steve, thank you for the hydrate. AKG kicking away at Doom Tunes. Oh, he's doing something here. Kicking away once again. AKG kicking him in the middle. Kinshasa! AKG advances to the semifinals.
Here is your winner, Angry Knife Gaming, AKG.
AKG stabbed his way into round 2. This man is like we said, undeniable. Undeniable. He cut his way through this match, and we saw those keen shots as the one off the middle rope, the 2 in the ring. The man was determined, and quite frankly, I had a little bit of doubts. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a fair amount of doubts, and he proved me wrong, and you know what? Good for him. Ladies and gentlemen, as you guys know, we talk about stories that happen in MCW, in the locker room and everything. I'll get the next prediction going and everything as we speak, as we go ahead into our next story of the evening to talk about. Go ahead and get the next prediction up. We're going to make it a 5-minute prediction because, quite frankly, I feel like it. Charlemagne versus Mezada. 5-minute gamba on the clock. Boop, boop, boop. Anyway, our backstage reporter was able to, eavesdrop, listen in, be a little mischievous, doing the things that you shouldn't do. But our reporter is #1 best reporter ever. She is the best of the best. She was able to eavesdrop on the G-Spot post Taco Bell Championship match last week. She listened in on what G-Man had to talk about, everything about the match, all about the fact that he lost, the fact that the Green Eggs got the better hand of him. But we didn't understand is why he wasn't in the Murphy Cup. We didn't quite get that understanding because we were all understanding from the previous week him talking about the fact that the baby and Mr. Merv are in the Riley Cup. Raven is in the Gift of the Gods finals. He's in the Murphy Cup. Now all of a sudden he's not even on the list to compete tonight. What happened? We're able to listen in. He told Merv and the Unthinkable Baby that the fact that if they want tornado style matches in the tag team division to come back, if they want their opportunity to have the old MCW tag team rules to return, one of them had to give up something. And he offered his Murphy Cup spot. It's a sad day to see G-Man actually care about his brothers in arms, the people he says that he wants to make sure are getting the best of the best. He gave up his spot for a world title opportunity to let the baby and Mr. Merv have a shot at the tag titles again, essentially, in the style of fighting that they properly want. G-Man, we thank you for giving us the MCW of old. We applaud you, sir, for your amazement and everything between. One thing we didn't understand was why the baby was smashing a chair into a locker, though, but I'm not going to question that part. That part just happened, The baby's kind of uncontrollable. He's unpredictable. He's undeniable. He's unthinkable. He's whatever else Fondy told me he is. Unintentional, irrational, uninspectable. It's hard to tell. Anywho, what's its next match? Charlemagne versus Mezada. Ginger's going to shut the fuck up, And we're going to have the match happen right now.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. It is a round 1 match for the Murphy Cup. Introducing first, he is making his way to the ring via tank. It is Charlemagne.
Charlemagne is a former hardcore champion. He is the man who beat Doom Tunes for that title. He is the one that silenced all the non-believers that Charlemagne has what it takes to step up and be a top contender. He put Doom Tunes in a casket. He put Doom Tunes in an ambulance. He beat him in Extreme Rules. This man took Charlemagne to the fucking cleaners. Now that he's lost the hardcore title to Pluto, he says, now my focus is simple. The world title is next. I've proven I have what it takes to be at the top of my game, and now I'm going to prove it once again. Tonight, he has an opportunity. Murphy Cup round 1. He is a shaman of something. I don't know what exactly, but this man has some sort of magical powers that will just start to rip through anyone, I feel. He is erratic. He is sporadic. He's kind of all over the place, sort of. The end of the story is I'm excited to see what he's going to do. This is his first true opportunity at the world title. So this could be, lo and behold, a difference maker in general. Oh, God.
And his opponent, he is the Broken Winged Devil. He is Lazada.
Mezzi really has stepped into a weird position in MCW. He was once upon a time a broken champion, once upon a time a retro champion, but lost both those titles. He used to be an angel of fire, as they say. Charlotte gonna get it her. I feels it. I've been killing it on the Gambas. Well, keep killing it. Mezzi. Still wearing that mask, by the way. He lost the, he could take the mask off, which is scary because like he used to be forced to wear that mask because he got cursed by that evil witch doctor, but now he's free of it and he still wears the mask on the way to the ring, and it's like, dude, you don't have to wear that. So why must you wear it? Charlemagne lifting up Mezzi slipping out of it, dropping down, and a chop block knocking Charlemagne onto the ground. Charlemagne now springboard Hurricane Rana, and look at this, man. He's moving. He's schmoving. He's moving to the grooving at the moment, though. Drop down. Against the ropes. Mezzi bouncing around. Charlemagne. Oh, taking a clothesline. Madam Referee, get the fuck out of the way. Mezzi starting to stomp away at Charlemagne. Charlemagne in for a lot of stomping. Mezzi called for a choke slam already? No way he's gonna choke slam him already. I feel like that's just irreparable. Deceptible? Regardless, he punched on the ropes. Charlemagne sent to the other ropes as Mezzi drops down. Mezzi lifts him up and drops him hard onto the ground. Mezzi going for that early pin, it feels like. Count of two. Big knee to the side of the head, Charlemagne. Kind of reeling. Oh, what a enziguri. Oh, and now scratching the back. I bet that felt better than we really realized how much it felt. Up against the rope, Charlemagne now drops down. Charlemagne driving a knee right to the face of Mezzi. Mezzi doing the smart thing, getting out of the ring, but Charlemagne chasing after him, not giving Mezzi a second to breathe. Dropping down, double knees right to the arm, taking out the elbow of Mezzi. Oh my God, the run around, dropping him down, taking Mezzi off his feet. This, ooh. Look at that, Mezzi right to a drop kick. They're going up the ramp. Uh-oh. Well, this is a first in MCW for in this newer season. Oh my God. Mezzi and Charlemagne up the ramp currently. Referee at a count of 5. Thank you. Remember, you can win via count out or disqualification in the Murphy Cup. There are no reasoning why you can't. Technically, I could make that a rule, but it's yet to really come up, so I'm not going to worry about it yet. Mezzi missing wildly on a single arm axe drop. And look at this, Charlemagne lifting Mezzi up and up onto his shoulder, dropping him across everybody's favorite tag team partner, the top rope. Mezzi rolling out of the way and quickly hitting Charlemagne right in the head, lifting him up. Electric chair death drop. Charlemagne gonna feel that one reverberating through his back as Mezzi, oh my God, just lifting him up, suplexing him. Oh mama. Mezzi getting jaw-jacked by Charlemagne. Charlemagne now, ooh, nice Hurricane Rana, taking down Mezzi. Mezzi now locking it back in. And look at this, getting advantage, taking him over the ropes. And up and ow, shoot. Mezzi goes down hard. Charlemagne top rope. Oh, what a sit down out of the ring. Mezzi in trouble. It does. What the hell is Charlemagne doing here? What is he up to? What is this? This man was stretching his arms. Messi did not take kindly to whatever the hell Charlemagne did to him, and he quickly responded with a nice clothesline, knocking him out outside the ring, landing hard onto that outside padding. Madam Referee up to count of 4. She's letting the competitors know, get back in the ring, please, and thank you. Both back in before the count of 5 as Messi lifts up Charlemagne by his big, beautiful bald head, and Messi, oh, that's a pile driver. In MCW, we don't have that move banned. You're welcome, I think. Charlemagne kicked out. He probably doesn't have neck damage. It's okay. He might have neck damage. It's hard to really say who does not have neck damage. The crowd wants them to fight forever, and you know what? Quite frankly, they're kind of evenly matched. They're just kind of back and forth and back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. It's kind of nice. Charlemagne stalking, well, not really stalking, he's walking around Mazada, going up to the middle rope. And now flying double axe handle off the middle rope, knocking Messi down. Nice interception. Messi misstepped. Charlemagne, bonk. What's up, Charlemagne? And Char looks like, oh, is that what on earth did he just do? Charlemagne pulling out some weird moves here tonight, and quite frankly, I love it. Messi lifted up on the, Charlemagne lifted up the shoulders of Messi and dropped down, ribs first into the knee of Messi. Messi is showing off his hand. Like he's got nothing better to do other than just like, hi, Elias, look at this hand. I got money on you, please. Up. Charlemagne bouncing up. Across the ropes, into the ropes. Now Messi. Oh, leaving him out to dry. Hang up on the top rope. Messi now dropping down. I don't know if he really got anything really other than like maybe an elbow into Charlemagne there, but it didn't look good. Let's just be honest. That move did not look good. Charlemagne up to her kneeling position and getting drop kicked right across the face. Leg drop, Messi in control of the match currently. Shoving Charlotte. They like to be outside the ring. These two have been out of the ring more times than I think it's like the 5th time they've been out of the ring together. Get it together, numbnuts. Messi dropping off the top rope. Single arm chop right to the head of Charlotte. Oh my God. Messi deadlifting Charlemagne with a running power slam. Kick out at 2. Oh, what a big boot, knocking Charlemagne down. Charlemagne now getting choked a little bit. That's, on brand from Messi, honestly. The man's been threatening to do choke slams all night. This kind of makes sense. Well, we talked about this a minute ago. Pile drivers are not illegal in MCW, and Messi really takes full advantage of that. Oh, that was really close. Messi now onto the knee, stomping it down into the ground. Please tell me that's not the 3 count. Please, for the love of God. Thank you. If he would have won by stomping the knee into the ground, I think I would have had to. I think we would have had to retire for MCW would have to be put down behind back. In the corner goes Charlemagne. Charlemagne taken out by Messi. Messi scooping up, slam, body slam. Up to the top rope goes Messi. Messi flying big clothesline off the top rope. Oh, is he actually going to do it this time? He's actually going to do it this time. Choke slam. Messi finally connected with a choke slam. I gotta sneeze.
Here is your winner, Mazada.
Mezzi moving on to round 2. Holy moly. Can't win them all, but Mezzi's sure shown that he is focusing in on everything. Oh my goodness. That's a hi, Charlamagne. Hope you had a good weekend so far, buddy. Whew. That match was, dude, the matches of round 1 have been really good so far. There's yet to be a bad match of round 1, and that's what I like. That's what I love. I'm okay, wicked cold. It's pretty cold out and everything. I think today's been the warmest day it's been all weekend. Right now, it's roughly 47 degrees. That's the warmest it's been this week. Anyway, chat, our next match. It's the first ever MCW World Champion, Kiwi Sleepy, as they take on the all-seeing meme. Rip my gamba. Thank you, Fanny, for reminding me. How much you put in there? Oh, you put a small amount. It's okay. It's all right. Chat, next prediction will go up as we do our next story. It's Meme versus Kiwi Sleepy. Prediction has started. Those you don't noticing, Team Pink took on Doom Tunes and Bubba Jim Moonshine last week, and Meme did not break up the pin at the very least. We learned after a little conversation with Trashly and Meme. Apparently, Meme told Trashly, do not risk yourself getting hurt for the sake of winning a match for our tag team. Focus simply on this. If we are doing good enough to prove that I deserve a spot in the Murphy Cup, do not break up this pin. If you feel like I have improved myself enough, break up the pin. As we all see, Meme is here in the Murphy Cup. So Trashly was right to not break up the pin, saving herself from damage going on tonight to the Elimination Chamber. Meme in the Murphy Cup. It's proving why the Team Pink might be the team to believe in? I don't know. Sometimes you question what I say, and I question myself a lot anymore. Anyway, that's the reasoning we have of why Meme didn't break up the pin. But unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but now tagging and tag team matches don't matter. It's like a fatal 4-way going forward because tornado style tag team matches are back. Thank you, G-Man, for giving up your spot in the Murphy Cup in order to get this happen for all of us. Yay. Anyway, match, go.
The following match is scheduled for one fall and is a round 1 match in the Murphy Cup. Introducing first, they are Kiwi Sleepy.
Now you look at Kiwi and you have to understand, she is very sleepy, so she is at a disadvantage already. But you have to understand quickly, she's the very first ever MCW World Champion. She won the big 30-person battle royal and won the title and become the inaugural champion. She would then go lose the title at the Turkey Bowl, but ever since then, she also became the first ever Twitch champion. She became the first person to get a victory at the hands. I don't know, I just kind of started rambling there, and I just kind of forgot where I was going. Anyway, Kiwi's ready for destruction. She was the first person to get a victory in the Murphy Cup. She was in the first match of the first round. She got the first win. She's the first. They're the first for a reason, and they are going to prove right here tonight why first is not the worst.
And their opponent, representing Team Pink, it's the all-seeing Meme.
Meme has been focused. He pointed out that he believes that he deserves opportunities, and this is the first time that we can truly say he's getting this opportunity at the world title. Former Taco Bell champion, that's all he's got in his accolades. Teaming up with Trashly for Team Pink, he's talked about this a lot. He feels like he's done a lot in MCW, but he hasn't done anything in MCW. He's the jack of all trades, master of none type situation. He's done a lot of things, but he's not really won anything. Now, he wants to focus in. He wants to get there. He wants to prove that he needs to be out of the shadow of Trashly and onto his own focus into the world title. Murphy Cup round 1 match begins as Kiwi comes out of the, oh my God. They come out of the corner hot and knocking Meme down on the ground immediately. Kiwi was already slapping their chest, and it was very much like a taunt. It was taunting this man known as Meme. Meme now dropped face first in the top turnbuckle as Kiwi wants to springboard, it looks like. Oh, a shoulder tackle from the outside, knocking Meme down hard. Meme and Kiwi locking up. Meme getting dragged over to the top rope. And now Kiwi sent out of the ring. Meme launching Kiwi out to the outside. And the fight spills to the outside once again. Meme in the suplex position and beautifully done. We told Madam Referee after the last match, be a little lenient with your counts, go a little slower. The wrestlers really want to have a fight on the outside. Let them fight. Let them eat cake, as somebody once upon a time says. I want to say Napoleon? I could be wrong about that. I might be making that up. As Meme goes up the top rope, and well, I don't know what on earth he was thinking there. He just shoulder tackled the barricade. Kiwi was nowhere near there. What was he doing? Oh man, Meme is in trouble now. Kiwi capitalizing on that blunder by Meme. Oh my goodness, he's holding his upper body, his shoulders, and his face. Meme has to find a way to get right back into this, or else he's in trouble. Kiwi capitalizing again. Beautiful suplex, sending Meme down hard on the outside. Kiwi going up to the top rope. No, oh my, well. Meme just did the Samoa Joe thing by accident. Oh my God. He just took one step to the left. Kiwi rolling out of the way. Now Meme sent into the ropes. And Kiwi, oh, midsection kick by Meme. Reverse counter up on the shoulders. Go Kiwi. Kiwi sliding off the shoulders. And now dragging Meme over to the corner. Kiwi lifting Meme out of the corner and taking him to a different corner. Well, okay. Well, she changed her mind. She wants to go back to this corner. I love that Kiwi actively couldn't make up their mind and took Meme to two different corners just to slam him into it. And now that forearm scrape across the face. Up and down, Meme in the corner, just kind of wrathing. Just, he's in pain. He's in a lot of pain. Knee strike right to Kiwi. Kiwi now slamming the corner, and a punch right to the ribs. And another one. Meme, look at this. He's getting that adrenaline pumping. Big clothesline in the corner. Down goes Kiwi. He is, that, like I said, the adrenaline is pumping. You can tell from Meme just getting all hyped up right there. Wrenching the arm, and now mounting on the Kiwi. Punches slammed down hard into them. Up kick to the side of the head. Meme goes back down. Vertical position for both of them. Kiwi sending Meme into the ropes. And a big knee right to the chest of Meme. Kiwi trying to capitalize quickly. Oh, wow. Madam Referee taking her sweet time to count this time. Kiwi lifting Meme back up. The lockup. And the toss into the ropes. Up and over. Down we go. And Meme sidestep, missing the big boot by Kiwi. Well, I don't know what just happened there. A little bit of a miss turn and twist by Kiwi and Meme, and all of a sudden Kiwi back in the driver's seat as Meme's leaning up against the ropes. Oh, and that's thought she was going for a spine buster, dropping Meme across that top rope. Oh, missed the big boot to the face, or did they hit it? I think Kiwi missed. Big clothesline knocking Kiwi down. Up and over, Kiwi drops down hard. Meme, spine buster right to Kiwi. Oh, Meme. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh my god. The sight for sore eyes. Oh, good god. Sight for sore eyes met with a big splash. Meme rolling Kiwi over. This perfectly placed center of the ring, up on the shoulders of Meme. Meme doing, what is he up to here? Oh no, the final laps. How did he transition all the way to the final lap? What on earth just happened?
Here is your winner, Meme.
Meme just memed on everybody with that win. Oh my god. Big win for Meme. Going on to round 2 after what looked like Kiwi's match, but oh my god. Guess the day is for underdogs. It really is the day of underdogs. Chat, we're about to run ads. As you guys know, at MCW, I don't run matches while ads are playing because of respect for people who are not subbed, because, you know, I know people want to watch MCW. So what we're going to do instead is I'm going to get this prediction paid out. Choose the outcome. It's Memers. Our next match is, hang on, let me take a look, see who it is. It's Amy versus Joe. So I'll get the next prediction up and running. I'll give you guys a little extra time on this one. I think, well, I'm not gonna do a 10-minute, I'll do a 5-minute again. Amy and Joe. Not Jow, Joe. Prediction is live. Gamba, gamba, gamba. We're gonna run the ads. I'm gonna go run and stretch my legs. All the good things between. I'll be right back. All those in between. I did have that all set up properly, right? Yeah, good. Good for me. Good for me. All right, chat. We'll be right back. Ads are running right now. All right, I'll be right back. What you dirty dog? What? Oh my goodness, he's putting 30K on the line. Who did he put the money on? He put it on Amy. Let's go. Let's go. I see that he did. Anyway, next match, Amy versus Joe. Ads are over. What is this? What match number are we on to right now? We are up to match number... It's match number 5 tonight. Holy crap, we're gonna zoom in a little bit. Let's go. Any who's and what's it's. Let's go.
The following match is scheduled for one fall and is a round 1 match for the Murphy Cup. Introducing first, she is Amy.
Amy coming out here, former Twitch champion, former multimedia champion. Now she has a focus in, and it's very simple what her focus is. It's to get a victory here tonight. I said those words with so many different inflections that night. I thought about just copy and pasting it, but I didn't. You could have. I would have noticed. Amy has got herself into a situation where she has done a lot in MCW. She's faced off against some of the tops. She's beaten world champions. She's never had an opportunity to the world title, but now her focus is simply the world title. There is a slight difference in what is known as Amy that we've seen over a while. I had to give you what you're paying for. I'm paying for something? Oh, fuck. Send me my bill. Tee-hee. I'll pay you next time you go live, I promise.
And her opponent, he is Chonka Tonka Joe.
Joe falls under that category of absolutely nothing to lose. You better just damage me. You better not. Listen, I can't promise anything. I also can't promise I won't crash out if some story beat happens that you have no control over, and it happens to throw you into it, and you did literally no reason to fall into that position. I have no control of my crash outs. They just happen, okay? I made it arrive after what John Dad told us. Oh, sick, let's go. Joe, anyway, formerly known as the most losingest person in MCW to then the most luckiest person in all of MCW. Win after win after win after win. This man went from losing nonstop to winning nonstop. Can he find a way to get back on that winning track? He lost to Jaboy just 2 weeks ago in the Trial of the Gods, but now focusing in on the Murphy Cup. The most losingest? Listen. Fondy, you'll learn quickly. Ginger makes up words every chance he gets. And he will make up every word he possibly can. As Joe, ready to Neanderthalically destroy anyone that he possibly can get his fingertips on. See, Neanderthalically. You like that word? That one's another new one. Amy versus Joe. Madam Referee, ring that bell. A flurry of kicks quickly go out. Joe grabbing the leg, knocking Amy down. Amy midsection elbow. This is where you have a tactical difference. You have a striker, high flyer versus a Neanderthal giant. He goes down from a drop kick from the midsection, but Amy is not backed off yet. And, well, she probably should back off. Joe seems like he's getting a little pissed off with it. She's so fast with her kicks that Joe is just not entertaining it right now. Oh, here we go. Amy's just trying to keep her speed game at full go on tilt, and Joe trying to do anything at the moment. Amy elbowing her way out of the upper grab of Joe. Off the ropes goes Joe as Amy tilts over, suplex with a bridge. Only a 1 count. Joe kicks out. Amy now kicks away, stomping. Multiple more stomps, dropping an elbow to the lower back of Joe. Backing away. Midsection kick goes Joe. Joe now sending Amy up. Uh-oh. Oh, Amy. She wants out. She wants away. She knew it was coming. She knew she was about to get powerbombed out of the ring. And she's like, nope, nope, nope. And well, and Joe just knocked Amy's unset. Oh my God, double punch right to the face. Amy's in la la land right now. La 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 la. Joe now throwing his meat fists into the face of Amy, sending her into what is a perilous amount of just pain and frustration. It is not good to have a big Neanderthal like Joe just wailing his grubby little hands all over you. And you, oh wow, Amy picking the leg. Look at that roll up. Amy now twisting and twirling around on the top rope, drop kicking Joe off of his feet again. And go Amy now, focusing and lifting up the arm, stomping at the face of Joe, knocking him back down. Amy taking out the power of Joe. Take out the legs, take out the power, take out the speed, take out everything. And now Amy stomping on the fingies of Joe. The fingies are going to be in pain tonight. Oh, big knee right to the side of the head. Joe is starting to get his head more rattled than he normally is rattled. Now Amy, oh my God, those kicks are so vicious. She rolling Joe over. And look at this, it looks like an, oh my, that's an arm bar. That's an elbow bar, I think. Ooh, elbow. Speaking of elbows, Joe getting out of it with an elbow right to the face of Amy. Now Joe sending Amy to the ropes, and scooping up, black hole slam. Up goes Amy, down goes Amy, black hole slam into the Chonka bomb. Kick out at 2. Amy up onto her knees, and Joe went for a drop kick. Amy rolling out of the way. Look at this, Amy now focusing in, punching back at the head. She knows that he has been rattled by her kicks galore just a little bit ago. Now she's focusing back in on the arms. She wants to maybe put in that arm bar or that elbow bar a second time. That would be a very smart strategy, if you ask me. But you have to make sure the big man is unable to truly get himself into a position to get back out of it. She is wrenching the knee, which is interesting. He's not going to really be able to do much with his knees anyway if he's into an arm bar. You got to make sure you're working on that shoulder. If you take out that shoulder, take out the mobility, you take it out, he just goes limp. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. And it's like the pain you're going to cause when the shoulder, as you're putting an arm bar in, it's going to be unsurmountable, and it's going to be a detrimental pain for anybody to try and get out of an arm bar like that. Amy now taking Joe to the corner, rolling him over onto his stomach into the corner, and now the focus is there, right back to those arms. She has a determination to go for the arms, I feel. Oh, in the corner, power bomb, Alabama power bomb from Amy as Joe, oh, well, well, see, this is what we're talking about. Maybe she should have focused the legs a little more. Joe now going for a nice kick to the back of the knees, and now lifting Amy up, down goes. That's the Tonka bomb. Now Amy getting her arm stepped on. As Joe kicks the back of Amy, elbow dropped. And Joe looks like he's getting a little bit angry. Neanderthalic rage. Oh, as he shoulder tackles Amy out of the ring. Amy and Joe. Joe lifting Amy up and dropping double X handles right to the back. Amy scooped up, grabbed on, sending down ringside. Amy now fighting back, doing what she can. Nice Shining Wizard taking Joe off his feet. Referee up to a count of 5. Amy now connecting with these kicks once again. Oh, knocking Joe out, what it feels like. Amy now taking off the turnbuckle pad for the referee, which is... Oh no. No, 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 no.
Here is your winner, Amy.
Well, we talked about it by accident. Accidental foreshadowing. Amy wins by countout. See, now we're gonna discuss, figure out what if that's countouts happen and such. Joe got eliminated from the tournament via countout. That's kind of on brand for Joe, for being dead honest. Kind of on brand for Joe, if I'm honest. I didn't expect a count up. We did accidental foreshadowing. GG, Sifandi, and LaRue, enjoy your points. Our next match is it Ema's debut? Is it time for Ema to finally happen? I think it's Ema versus Momit, chat. I almost had Braid instead of prediction. I'm so sorry, Azure. It happens. Just know Ema's competing next, so you know it's Ema. Ema. Oi. Predictions live. Gamba. Our next match is the debut of Just Imagine. But regardless of being his debut, we got to talk about the next story bit, this next story bite, the next thing. So as I open it up, because I closed it by accident. We look into what is known as we learning last week, Dogma is a thing. Dogma is a force that I don't know how to really react to. We've only seen a force like this once before, and that's the G-spot. But now, Dark Siren has had her way into getting in the head of LaRue, it seems like. But regardless, our backstage interviewer caught up with Dark Siren and LaRue and asked them what they were discussing all last week. Are they Dogma? And Dark Siren would go on to say, people ask because people fear what they cannot see clearly. Dogma has always existed, just behind the eyes, behind the noise, waiting to be heard. Our interview would then ask LaRue why his denial last week was so prominent, why he kept denying every chance he got. And LaRue just stood there, staring into the soul of our interviewer. Dark Siren would then interject, tonight was not the birth of Dogma. It was simply the unveiling of a greater force in MCW. MCW is not ready to let us in. LaRue is my right-hand man, the enforcer of Dogma, and soon you will meet my left-hand man, the Warden. Best part is you've met him tonight. This was last week, and this interview happened, by the way, just so you guys know. There's someone who walked out tonight with new purpose, new ambition, someone ready to shed their skin and let the truth in. Someone who had tasted victory, and they will soon taste revelation. As the two began to walk away from that eerie warning, LaRue would finally turn back to the interview and say, acknowledge Dogma. What does Dogma have in store for the MCW locker room is yet to be fully revealed, but the cold, ominous feel they gave off for our team in the backstage interview team should be worried. LaRue joined a cult. Always Sunny title card. LaRue joined a cult. Anyway, what moveset does Ema have? You'll have to wait and see, my good sir. As that match is, I need to actually get it properly set up, don't I? That sounds like me for real, for real. Anyway, y'all ready for the next match? Ema versus Momit.
The following match is scheduled for one fall and is a round one match in the Murphy Cup. Introducing first, making his MCW debut, he is Ema.
Ema rolling in on a chair. This man already feeling like realness in this company. Who the heck approved of a rolling chair for this man? Who approved of this? That thing looks like it's made out of velvet and gold. What on? Who's paying? Who does this man know? Oh wait, he knows me. Hi. Anyway, Ema making his MCW debut. Wants to show off, it seems like a little bit. The focus is in, and he's looking a little brash. I'm not gonna lie to you. This doesn't feel like the normal Ema we know. Kind, sweet, and happy Ema. Well, he seems happy. You better believe that he has got himself a relatively large problem to deal with here, though. You can do whatever you want, be as brash as you will.
And his opponent, she is Monster Mummit.
Monster Mummit is not someone you should take lightly. She killed her husband, for fuck's sake. She slammed G-Man through off the Hell in a Cell, killing him, stealing his jacket, stealing his No Limits title, and running away with Montgomery Gator, also known as the Gay-Tussie, her new husband, as she claims. Still have not seen the Gay-Tussie in like a year, so she may or may not have killed Montgomery Gator too. Monster Mummit focusing in as a former MCW Multimedia Champion, former No Limits Champion. She is one half of the Monster Fuckers. And you better believe that she is all of 5'4", pure evil. She what her husband? K-I-L-L-E-D-D. Monster what? I love her. Monster Mummits. The residential monster fucker of MCW. As she sends Ema into the corner. And Ema fighting back, elbow strike right away. And super kicking Mummit. Oh my... Starting off hot and sweet. Swear to God, that's my title, Ginger. Listen, that's what she claimed. She can't just take my title. She's already claimed that she's the monster fucker. I don't know what you want from me. Double knees right to the gut of Ema. Mummit more than cute. She's also deadly as she drops an elbow right to the back of Ema and now going for the legs. This is where we start to see quickly the veteran styling of Mummit taking on the newcomer, this green wrestler known as Ema. Finally needs an MCW character to battle Monster Mummit for the Monster Fucker title. We might be able to make that happen. Mummit now sending Ema up and over the top rope. Punch to the face. Oh my goodness. Another one. She's just overhandingly doing like this. She's clubbing Ema as Ema rubs her face across the top rope. Ema slapped across face. Mummit is not too fond of this man as Ema starts to fight back. Elbows taking Mummit back a little bit. Mummit now into the corner. Locking up, lifted up to the top rope. Slap across the face. Ema responds with a slap of his own. And oh, a beautiful backbreaker by Ema. The focus is in, standing on the arm, now stepping on the finger. She needs that to do art. Please don't break her finger. She makes art every once in a while for me. As Ema now steps on the midsection of Mummit. Jeez-a-loo. Ema telling Madam Referee to move out of the way. Very kind of him. As Mummit gets up to the middle. Oh, well, Ema missed wildly with a shoulder tackle to Mummit, and Mummit is going to capitalize quickly on that miscalculation by Ema. Well, she was going to go. No, she's still capitalizing. She is 100% still capitalizing. And a drop kick taking Ema off his feet immediately. And now Mummit, oh my God, she's pulling out. She's doing one of these things to him. She's ripping, she's trying to rip his lips off. Ema flipping Mummit out of the way, knocking her down. Stopping her onslaught of trying to rip his lips off. She's fish hooked. That's it, fish hooking. That's what it's called. She was 100% fish hooking him. Mummit now yelling at Ema, telling him to get his ass back up now. Ema bouncing off. Well, I don't know know exactly. I kind of like blinked for a second. I missed what happened. Mama missed the move, and then Ema just kept running the ropes. As Mama now lifting up Ema and now wrenching the arm, and oh, a little over wrench, over rotation, taking Ema off his feet and onto the ground as Mama now tantalizing up on that middle rope. Drop kick right to the face and the chest. Ema goes down hard. Kick to the side. Mama now driving that knee right into the elbow pit, the elbow armpit. Mama noticed Ema was rolling out of the ring, and she got out of the ring before Ema got out of the ring himself. This is where that veteran style really kicks it in. She rolled out of the ring to stop him from getting out of the ring so she can keep the fight in. Mama is psychotic. Oh my God, just a big elbow right to the face of Ema. But Ema fighting back, punch right to the face goes Mama. Look at this Mama now, couple elbows, getting herself back into position to get back in this match. Well, back in the match, she kind of been in control of this match the entire time. But Ema tried to get in the driver's seat for a second, and Mama wouldn't let him. And look at this, Ema, educated feet, taking Mama for a right neck breaker, taking her off of her feet. Whoop, Mama kicked right back. Now Ema up and over the top rope, and there we go. She sent him back outside to the floor below. Count of two. Mama going top rope as Ema gets back in the ring, flying in the air, drop kick, missile style, right to the chest. Not even one counter. Referee took her sweet time getting to the count. Oh, Ema taking Mama off her feet. Looked like he grabbed the ankle, it seemed like. This Mama now into the corner. Ema, a running slap to the face of Mama and a drop kick to the side of the head. Ooh, Mama getting out of the ring. She's like, I'm not letting you do this. Nope. Okay, I'll say please. Oh, Ema just got, oh, she's so criminy. Ema got played by Mama way too well there. The psychological mind games of the monster fucker is showing up here tonight. Ema may not be a monster, but you better believe that Mama is indiscriminately going to do what she's going to do to every single person that she can possibly do it to. She has psychologically entered the mind of Ema, and now she is starting to play the game that she wants to play. Ema trying to fight back. Kick from the corner, knocking Mama off her balance, reeling. Now big body slam, center of the ring, and a kick to the head. Mama back in control. Oh! Sister Abigail. Kick out of two. Mama can pull out that Sister Abigail from wherever she wants, and look at this. This is what we were talking about. It's that game that she wants to play. Ema completely out of control. Mama in the driver's seat, about to run over Ema with a 18-wheeler truck, it feels like. Top rope, cross body. Oh my God, Mama is just on a tear right now. Flying double knees and another double knees. Oh man, Ema's gonna have some indigestion later. Kick out at two. Ema not, Ema's, this is the adrenaline kicking in for Ema, it feels like. I don't know how someone who just took that much damage got back up that quickly and is firing off right now. Oh, the Imagine Dragon. And a big knee to the head. Oh my God. Mama back on the back heels as Ema takes her over to the top rope. Everyone's favorite tag team partner. As Ema goes for the pin on Mama. Sort of center of the ring. Only a one count. Ema punched right to Mama. Mama looks like she is on the back heel completely here. Up goes Mama. Up, well. Ema got some of it, but not all of it. That clothesline from the outside to the inside really knocked Mama down, but really did not connect as Ema was hoping it felt like. Ema now picking up Mama. Grabbing on. And a drop down DDT, sort of center of the ring. As Ema calling it out. Oh. Oh! Is he LA Knight's moveset? Nope. Kick out of 2. What on earth was that? Just a thigh? Was that just his thigh? Here it is. The Imagine Dragon once again. Kick out of 2. Moment not gonna let that be the end of her. Moment now. Look at this. Standing on his shoulders, trying to rip his arms out. Up on the top rope goes Mamet. Twisted Mamet missing wildly. As Ema lifting up suplex. What's a blind match? Fair enough. He was blind for that match, wasn't he? As Mamet sends a flurry and a cropping chop block. Knocking Ema down. Ema back up to a vertical position though. Yeah, no, he was in a blind match and it was crazy. And look at this. Ema now going for that Imagine Dragons. Dragon Mamet right down to the mat incredibly hard. Kick out at 2. Mamet not wanting to go down so easily. Ema rolling Mamet over. Lifting her up, but Mamet not ready to go down quickly. A dragon corkscrew leg drop. Sorry, dragon leg screw. That's what it's called, not corkscrew leg drop. What the fuck? Ema trying to kick away, but look at this. Mamet in a position. Ema on the outside of the ropes. Springboard close. Oh my god. That's what he tried to do earlier. Ema with these kicks. A flurry midsection kick there. Look at this. Oh, it's a modified backstabber. More towards the ribs than the actual back. What a wild play by Ema. Ema calling a shot. Top rope elbow right to the back of the head. Up, and Mamet goes down hard. Mamet went down hard there. Oh my god. Okay, Mamet went down really hard there. Ema goes on to round 2.
Here is your winner, Ema.
Ema advances to round 2. The debut continues on. Uh-oh. That could be interesting for anybody involved. I gotta pay out the prediction. Hang on, give me 1 second. Pushing buttons and the such, and I'm pushing even more, and I'm pushing all the more, even more, all the more. Yeah, now we gotta type prediction. Outcome, Ema. GG's to Ema on a very successful debut. You know, 1 out of 2 debuts for the day. Being very successful is very good. Chat. I love that I love that is something that's not been done yet today. Oh my god. Anyway, the last story bit we have for the day for MCW was we're gonna get our next prediction up. It's Summer Bree versus Evie. I can't wait to say that later. Prediction is Summer Bree versus Evie. 5-minute prediction. Gamba going live. Gamba, 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 Gamba. Anyway, our next story beat happens with the multimedia champion Jinja. When a backstage interviewer caught up with him talking about winning the title back. Jinja, congratulations on winning back the multimedia championship. How does it feel to finally hold that title again? Jinja, incredibly proud of his accomplishment, said it feels incredible. This title means creativity, energy, chaos, and I'm ready to bring it all back to MCW tonight. That's when he got cut off by G-Man, which was unexpected. I mean, he is the unpredictable G-Man after all. Does kind of make some sense. G-Man then reminds Jinja who he and him were. Funny, a celebration. You know, Jinja, I remember when we used to celebrate wins together before you split, before the time splitters were done. Jinja, confused by that statement and everything, made sure that it was understood that G-Man was the one who abandoned him. He abandoned him for the G-spot. Which, you know, understandable. G-Man found a way to make sure things were all good and all that and everything. But that's when Kyle come barging in, kind of frantic, kind of all over the place. Kind of didn't know what was happening. He goes, Jinja, congrats on the win. I'm just trying to find Jolty. Have you seen Jolty? He disappeared after his match with LaRue. Like, vanish, poof, bam. Jinja, not a clue where the heck Jolty is, because God knows what happened after that match with LaRue and the Dogmas. G-Man seemed pissed. Hey, bud, can't you see I'm having a conversation with a champ here? Go find your lost partner elsewhere. Kyle would then, stumble and run off. Still looking for Jolty. If anybody's seen a local Pepper, please let Kyle know immediately. Local Pepper missing after match with LaRue. Yikes. But that's when Jameson Fox showed up from EGW. Unexpectedly. I'm not here to start a war, just making sure MCW remembers that EGW still watches closely, especially after what Steve and Dinah tried to pull. Enjoy the celebration while you can, champ. He would leave. G-Man would angrily follow him. Jinja's confused, a lot less excited. I swear, I can't get one moment of quiet, can I? Jinja celebrates, but soon realizes there are a lot of people gunning for his head immediately. Regardless, it was predicted. It's time for us to get to our next match. It's, wait, did I press the right button? That wasn't the transition that's supposed to happen.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. And it's a round one
match for the G-spot, obviously. Do you blame him?
Introducing first, she is the queen of the Choncobos, Summer Bree.
Bree is the first ever MCW Feels Good Man champion, and now her focus is here. She's done worrying about that title, and she wants to become, finally, for the first time ever, MCW World Champion. She wants that determination to be settling in, and she wants to be known as a more serious threat to the MCW wrestlers. Her first step here is in the Murphy Cup. Her second step, however, is her opponent. She's got to go through the Oni. And we all know the Oni is not happy after losing that title to KC, so... Pressing buttons.
And her opponent, the former MCW World Champion, the Oni, Eviolite.
Well, our announcer guy did not need to make sure to poke fun of the former MCW World Champion. That might have been a big mistake by him. Evie showing that she is not deterred after losing that title. The Oni is still the Oni for a reason. One half of the monster fuckers, because herself is a monster. Now you look back at the history of Evie though, chat. Former MCW World Champion, 2-time. Longest reigning MCW World Champion. Very dominant World Champion at that. Once had a human form that she used to compete with, but soon traded it all away so she can keep her eternal dark powers here. Now the Murphy Cup is known as a chance for superstars who never get an opportunity for a heavyweight title to really step up and show what they've got. Normally you don't see former world champions such as Evie step into this tournament. But there is something destructive in her mind. She is still very angry at Crickets. She's still very angry that she's not the champion. She's still very pissed off at Ross. But that part is for a different day, I guess, technically. Evie stepping up to the ring, ready for her first ever Murphy Cup match. Summer Bree. These two had a match for the MCW Feels Good Man Championship where Evie took the title off of Bree. So this is a little bit of a rivalry renewed. All right, Evie without the title, she just a little bit extra, feels like. I don't know if it's that she's got like an undeniable like want or thirst to just cause pain, or if she's just delusional. She got the delulu going on. Like, she doesn't look like she's all there, but also still all there. It's a weird concept. Summer Bree, Evie. Madam Referee, ring that bell. The irresistible object meets the immovable force. Evie versus Bree. Bree onto the ground immediately by Evie's hand, stomping away and just stepping on her midsection immediately. Evie out of the ring. This is what we were instantly talking about. Evie is thirsty for destruction as she flies through the air, drop kick, sending down Bree. Bree, ooh. Bree looked like she was not in a good spot already. Like, that does not look good. She was holding onto her arm really badly immediately, but look at this. Springboard moonsault. I think Bree is fine. As she goes for that pin. Only a 1 count. Not even close to beginning other than that. Evie in on the ground as Summer Bree begins the onslaught. As the onslaught continues, my God, my words are flubbering. Flubbering. Evie now punching away at Bree. Bree punching away at Evie, slaps across the chest. These two are just countering and hitting each other as hard as they can. Oh, Evie thing right on the chin, sweetheart. Oh! Evie got delivered the right on the chin. Big talons right to the face from Bree. Bree rolling out of the way. Midsection kick, slaps across the chest. My God, Bree coming out, single leg drop kick. Bree springboard, DDT, center of the ring. Evie in a bad position immediately. Flying across, big splash onto Evie, onto the back. Summer Bree, oh, sidestepped. Ew, and a Pele kick right to the face. Evie is pissed. There we go, Evie now sending Bree into the corner. And now scooping up and slamming down Evie in a dominant position. Flying through the air. Oh my God, the double stomp to the chest. Oh, in a standing position. Oh no. Kick out of 2. Evie now taking the arm and slamming it down of Brie. Brie getting elbow dropped right across the chest. Evie now locking up, sending Brie into the ropes. And oh my God, just stomping in on the chest again. Off the ropes, drop kick right to the side of the head of Evie. Sorry, of Brie. Evie dropping the drop kick onto Brie. Brain go burr. Evie now locking in. Ooh, is that a... What? That's a leg lock. Out of the ring go both competitors. Brie sent back in the ring by Evie. Evie being very methodical. Ooh, sizing up the referee, which is not what you would really want to do. But, I mean, if someone's going to size up the referee, Evie would probably be the one to do so. Evie now wrenching on the neck of Brie, keeping her grounded onto the ground. Grounded onto the ground, baby. Dropping the knee in the back of the head onto the neck area. Look at this. Corkscrew, dragging screw, taking Evie off her feet. Big clothesline by Brie, knocking Evie back down. Look at that. Nice, beautiful roll by Brie. Brie now outside. Looks like she wants to do something crazy, it feels like. Springing. Cross body from the outside in. Brie back in control. Brie single drop kick right to the back of the head. Up to the top rope goes Brie, pointing the finger guns. And a beautiful drop kick. These two are hitting each other so stiff, so hard, that it is just immaculate that there are not... I'm surprised neither of them are bleeding yet. Brie midsection kick to Evie. The Chocobo Bomb. Ooh, kick out at 2. Kick away goes Evie. Evie now launching herself out of the ring. Oh, what she got planned? Springboard drop kick. Sending Brie down hard to the ground. Now Evie wants to go top rope, but Brie ready for it. Oh! Brie missing Evie wildly. And off the ropes goes Evie, dropping an elbow right to the chest of Brie. Brie sent to the ropes. Off the ropes, drop down goes Evie. Evie now scooping arm drag, taking Brie back off her feet. As Brie trying to get herself to the corner, trying to get back up to a vertical base at least a little bit. Evie gonna make Brie pay, it feels like. What on earth is Evie doing? Triangle kick out of the ring. Brie in a bad position. Madam Referee telling Brie to get back in the ring. We don't want a second count-out victory in the Murphy Cup, or at least, you know, round 1. Like that won't be a count-out in round 2 because they're all Extreme Rules matches. No count-out, no disqualifications. But, you know, 1 is more than enough. Let's put it that way. As Brie gets kicked right in the back by Evie. Evie sending herself back outside the ring. Up to the top rope goes Evie. Evie flying, went for the Rose Stomp. The Rose Thorn, but look at that neck breaker. Kick right to the face of Evie. Brie very methodical with those stomps, making sure that Brie is disoriented hard. Sorry, Evie is disoriented hard. And look at that Alabama bomb out of the corner. Brie stalking Evie. Going up to the top rope, Breton bomb. No, not Breton bomb. That's a moonsault. Brie quickly slamming Evie's head hard into the mat. Now it's the Breton bomb. Oh my God. Kick kick out of 2. Oh, big forearm strike right to the head. Evie rolled over by Brie. Brie now, what is this? That's a Chocobo wing. Oh no. Look at the, Brie wins by submission. Oh my God, she made Evie tap out.
Here is your winner, Summer Brie.
The Chocobo wing with the win. Big, huge victory for Summer Brie. They're going on to round 2, beating the former MCW champion. My points. Oh no, Azure, no. No, Azure, no. You let LaRue and Fondy take your points. Oh my goodness. Oh God, I'm typing things wrong. Measure points. Next prediction's already live. It's Ray Cerrone versus Baconic. Anyway, I gotta get it all properly set up. I don't have another story beat for you guys this time. I'm sorry, we ran out of stories. Like, MCW backstage news didn't catch up on anything else. We can talk about next week's MCW really quickly if you guys like. So far, we know of all the matches except for one participant, because we're gonna find out who that last participant is here in just a hot minute. Next week. Oh, my packages are almost delivered. Let's go. Next week, expect the matches. Murphy Cup quarterfinals, AKG versus Nick. Riley Cup quarterfinals, also known as round 1, but it's technically the quarterfinals because there's only... It makes sense, okay? It makes sense. It'd be round 1 to semifinals to finals. So we're gonna call it the quarterfinals immediately, okay? I'll let Azure decide if we're doing quarterfinals or round 1. I mean, whoever our announcer guy is, I'll let him decide if we're doing quarterfinals for Riley Cup or we're doing round 1 for Riley Cup. I'll leave that up to the announcer guy. Riley Cup round 1 quarterfinals, whatever you want to call it. The Commune LLC, Tormy and Erica Anxiety Sloth versus Scapipus El Scapo, the MCW Mango Time champion, and Peepus. Murphy Cup quarterfinals, it's Meme versus Mazada. Riley Cup quarterfinals or round 1, depending on how we decide to do it. The Dangerous Alliance, Ian Black and Hawk versus... Insert tag team name here because Ginger can't make up his mind if it's the Blue Bears, the Ice Bears, the Blue Ice, the Igloo. I don't know. We're in decision about that too. Yogi and Azure. Murphy Cup quarterfinals. Ema versus Amy. Riley Cup quarterfinals round 1. It's Dogma, Dark Siren, and LaRue versus the Aftermath. Professor Jolty and Kyle, if Kyle can find his tag team partner, that is, I guess, technically. More on that, I guess, this upcoming week. Murphy Cup quarterfinals, it's Summer Brie versus the winner of the next coming match, Baconic or Ray Cerrone. And then your final match of the night, it's the Heathens, Upgrade and Steve versus the G-Spot, the Unthinkable Baby, and Mr. Merv. That is next week on your MCW Live. Start time will be depending on a couple factors. When WWE main event is, that's pretty much it. I normally try to give myself 2 hours, give or take 2 hours. This has already been like almost 2 hours right now, and we still got two matches left to go. So I'd like to give myself like 2.5 hours, 2 to 3 hours, and you know, give or take. Anyway, next match: Baconic versus Ray Cerrone.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. It is a round 1 match in the Murphy Cup. Introducing first, she is more than iconic. She's Bayconic.
Bayconic, former Mango Time champion, a 2-time Mango Time champion at that. She tried to make it a 3-time, but El Scapo doing the one thing that one other person's done and become a 2-time successfully defending Mango Time champion. Now Bayconic wants to focus in on what's next. What's next is the Riley Cup. This is where Bayconic has an opportunity to really change the direction of her entire career. The Murphy Cup has propelled superstars from Mango Time title chaos to world champions. Look at Neok, look at Crickets. These two were competing for like the Mango Time title, the title of chaos. And now they're main eventers. Neok, we still don't know where Neok is. The man was a part of the commune, and the commune kind of disbanded, but then didn't disband, but they came back as an LLC. I don't really know where Neok is, but regardless, Bayconic wants that opportunity to be propelled into mega stardom. Her only problem is this man right here, the runner-up to last year's Murphy Cup.
And her opponent, he is Raceroni.
Raceroni, former MCW World Heavyweight Champion. He is well, let's look at his accomplishments. He was a former part of the American Truckers with Cable Carrot. He was a part of Waterworld Inc. with Tormy and Wooch. Now he's focusing back on the singles career of a dominating force. Can Raceroni rewrite the history books that he doesn't need anybody by his side currently? Or will he fall in the iconic column known as people who lost to Bayconic when it really mattered? Raceroni's just really proud of himself, and you know what? He should be. This man is a legend. Have y'all ever beat your necky so hard it turned purple? This man has. Still an iconic clip in my opinion. Madam Referee needed to go take a break because she is needed for the next match, I think. She might not be in the next match, but I know for one thing for sure, she asked that she needs to take a break. So Mr. Referee is stepping in for this one as Raceroni hits a neck breaker on Bayconic. Race, big clothesline, knocking Bayconic down. If you're looking for a big match feel, it's this one right here. Bayconic wanting to really step out of the shadow, go towards that main event scene. It's no bigger opportunity than taking on Race, former heavyweight champion. He is definitely one of the more dominant superstars in the ring. He has the size and the power to truly do it. Mr. Referee, he always gets in the way of the wide shots. He does. He is the king of in the way. 1 count. Bayconic trying to start off strong, gonna get the pin quickly, connecting with these multiple kicks, a slap to the chest and a float over, transitional DDT. Raceroni right back up though, and look at this, Bayconic ready for him. Oh! Bayconic got excited, she slid out of the ring, came right back. She's like, oh my god, I kicked him so hard. She kicked him so hard, and look at this, now going for a modified like choke of a sort, stretching out the back, stretching out the neck, trying to take out the ability to breathe. Bayconic now keeping a fight focus in onto Race. Big kick right to the side of the head. Raceroni rolled over by Bayconic. Only 1 count once again. Bayconic just trying to make sure that it's known that she ain't gonna stop. Crossbody out of the middle rope. Look at this. Now dropping down, atomic drop, cross the legs, in between the members and everything. She hit the thighs, not the members, so she now disqualification. Going for a suplex, but Raceroni proving that he is not going to just be easily taken for a suplex there, dropping a knee right across the chest of Bayconic. A big kick right to the spine and just keeps on stepping away. He has got himself a target, and it's known as the back, and now he's punching her in the knee. Who does that? Oh, look at this. Now he's driving his knee into her knee again. He has a focus in. And Baconic small package. Only one count, though. Fuck the knee. Fuck the knee. Fuck the knee. Baconic now going in. Slap across the back of the head. Ray Cerrone being dragged over into the corner, but not quite. Fighting back Jay with the combo. Those horses are laughing. As Ray Cerrone gets sent. Oh, Baconic right into the referee. Oh my God. No one has ever claimed Ray Cerrone is a clean wrestler by any means, but we just see quickly him throwing Baconic into. They'll try to do it again. Big knee taking down Baconic. Jay Fossilton. Hope you're doing good. I full named you. Enjoy. Baconic going for that cross body again. She knows that she needs to create space, and that is her fastest way to do it entirely. Out of the ring they go. Baconic locking it up with Race. Drop down neck breaker onto the outside of the ring. And now an elbow missing wildly. Ray Cerrone back up to his feet and a big boot as Baconic tries to get back up. Right across the face she goes. I feel honored to be full named. You're welcome, Jay Fossilton. Stomping away, Ray Cerrone trying to break the fingers of Baconic. We're going to snooze those ads, chat. Do not worry, no ads will happen during our matches. Baconic rolling out of the way. Ray Cerrone went for a dropkick, missed it wildly. Baconic now locking it up with Race and now sending him over to the corner, but not quite again. Ray Cerrone ready to fight back again. Baconic up and over the top rope and down to the outside she goes. Ray sending Baconic back inside the ring. Bumping in the referee again, rolling out of the way is Baconic, and Baconic looked like she was going for some sort of rolling fist, but Race ready for it, just knocking her down. 3 clotheslines back to back to back as she's now in the corner. Race in control. Slap across the head, Race now big oh my God, clubbing clothesline in the corner. Race scoop up and slam down, broken arrow. Now Race going up to the top rope, sending the elbow right to the heart. And you're too late. You give Love a 2 count, and that is not enough to get the win for Ray Cerrone. Race now middle rope, going for a splash, missed it wildly. Baconic ready for everything as she's going for the making bacon pancakes. Baconic made the pancakes. Now she wants to make a friend. Here it is. Oh! The iconic kick. Kick out of 2. The icon kick, not enough. She made some bacon pancakes for Race, and she gave him the iconic kick. The icon kick. Icon kick? Icon kick. The icon kick. I'm too focused on that. Middle rope goes Baconic. Flying through there, went for a DDT. Race just steps out of the way just in the right time. And now a big knee to the side of the head. Ray Cerrone back in control. Earlier, I am doing good, just playing some Genshin. Let's go, Jay. Hell yeah. I'm so happy you're enjoying Genshin. Potentially gonna win a game award for the best game or whatever. And I got Reischauer to be my first A. Let's go. Race up to the top rope. The big man on top going for a flight. Oh my God, a flying clothesline off the top rope. Ray Cerrone rolling Baconic over. Kick out of 2. Baconic fighting back, jaw-jacking Race, springing off the top rope into a crossbody. Race running back down on the ground. It's a clash of styles. You look at the striker known as Baconic versus the big man known as Race, as a flapjack hits Race hard. Baconic back into trying to get into positioning, striking her way all the way to the hearts. Big splash by Baconic. a lot of our strikers fall under the class of both striker and high flyers, while our giants just kind of clashingly are more of the big brute giants who are just going to do as much as they can as a DDT gets hit on Baconic by Ray Cerrone. Ray Cerrone not expecting a kip up by, oh, Bay wanted to go for the icon kick again. And Ray's dropping her across the top turnbuckle. Snake eyes. Ray Cerrone grabbing onto Baconic, now taking her into the corner again, slamming her face first. And Race now scooping up Bay, and oh no, that ain't a good spot for Bay. Oh no, oh shit. Oh, he just headbutted her in the gut. Race now stalking, went for a DDT, missed it, and look at this, Baconic has an opportunity to capitalize. Look at this neck breaker in the corner of the ring. Is she far enough away from the ropes is a better question. Kick out of 2. She may have been far enough away from the ropes, but Ray Cerrone is not done yet. Baconic flying through the air, crossing the line, chopping Ray Cerrone right in the face. Out of the way, Mr. Referee. The icon kick. Ooh. The icon kick may have hit, but it was not iconic enough to keep Ray Cerrone down. Race in a lot of trouble as Baconic rolls Race over. Look at this. Oh, she's going for a DDT on the ankle. It is not as strong as taking a DDT on the head, but you take out the ankle, you take out the speed, you take out the power. As Baconic going for a 3rd time in the well, that cross body landed a little more sloppily than the first 2, but still effective. Ray Cerrone back on the ground. Baconic rushing over to Race, knock him out of the ring, and now she's up to the top rope, flying through the air, waiting to drop by Baconic. Mr. Referee has begun the count. Race sent into the steel steps incredibly hard. Up to a count of 4. Mr. Referee telling them to get back inside the ring immediately. Race getting stomped on by Bay. Bay lifting him up. And look at this, trying to make some bacon pancakes on the outside. I hope not. Count of 6. Baconic sends Ray Cerrone back in. She goes 2. We are not going to get 2 countouts. We know that much. Ooh, missing it wildly, Baconic. God. Baconic, oh my God, rolling through. Oh my God, what a transitional DDT. Oh my God, the icon kick hits. Baconic goes on. She will have to face Summer Bree in round 2.
Here is your winner, Baconic.
Baconic wants that propel into stardom, and she's definitely doing the right thing there. Good on her. Good on her. Shaking her ass. Look at that. She knows. She's celebrating. She's happy. Ray Cerrone not an easy person to get over. My God, did Baconic find her way through at least. Where was I? What was I saying? Sorry. Time for ads to your end, first and foremost. Y'all, yeah, we're gonna have a super prediction here. So we're gonna run ads. I'm gonna run the restroom. All the good things in general. Baconic prediction closeout / prediction. Let's run those ads. It is Dark Siren. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Trashly. Fod, Cocaine Bear, Raven, and Chiboy. 6 options on the table. I'm gonna give you guys 10 minutes predictions. Think it over. Do your best to think about it. Yeah. Who's gonna be your Gift of the Gods champion, chat? Make your prediction. Gamba, 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 gamba. Final prediction of the night. Final match. It's your main event. It's an Elimination Chamber of the Gods. But while that's happening, ads are playing and all that. I'm gonna go to the restroom. I gotta poop. Hope you guys don't mind. I will let the announcer guy. I'll be back. Don't worry. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. Don't you worry. Don't you freaking worry for a second there. Okay, chat. Oh god, I'm falling over things. I tripped over the coat rack that we bought. That was almost really bad. I almost broke my face live on stream. That would have been a great clip for somebody. Anyway, prediction is up. If anyone wants to gamble, I'm gonna cough real quick. Yikes. This is our last match of the evening. MCW Live. Thank you all for hanging out, as I always do. I'm gonna say thank you at the end of the stream regardless, but I'm gonna thank everybody who hanging out for MCW. Getting to do my dream all over again feels pretty cool, actually. I'm actually really enjoying it. This is like we've taken like 2 breaks for MCW, and then we had the retirement. Coming back this time feels a lot different and a lot better. I don't know how to describe it. It feels right this time. Like we're in the right place to do MCW. And I'm really enjoying it. Like, I'm enjoying it a lot this time. So thank you guys so much for helping me really revitalize my love of MCW. So I appreciate everybody for coming out and watching. Like we said, next week, MCW Live, start time TBD. But you will have the Riley Cup and Murphy Cups. AKG versus Nick. What is that stink face? The stinky face? The Commune LLC versus Scapipus, Meme versus Mezada, The Dangerous Alliance versus the Blue Bears of Ice, Ema versus Amy, Dogma versus the Aftermath, Baconic versus Summer Bree, and the Heathens versus the G-Spot. Jetlining, wish I could say the same for GPW. Then again, it's on break trying to get funds. Well, Jetlining, don't worry. Some point in time down the line, MCW will invite you over to compete. Probably, maybe. Yeah, I got coffee again. I should probably take a Mucinex before I go out tonight. Anyway, chat. There's a lot of entrants coming up, so we're gonna go over to the. Oh wait, did I get that set up yet? No, I did not. You silly little goose. All right, live entrances go, so we're gonna go over here. Ah.
The following match is the finale of the Trial of the Gods tournament, an elimination chamber of the Gods match, and is for the Gift of the Gods Championship. Coming in with the Medallion of Revelation, representing Dogma, it's Dark Siren.
Dark Siren had the help of LaRue, Dogma, on her side to win the medallion. Upgrade did not have a chance to have Revelation happen for him, but Dogma is revelationizing everything. She made the statement, it's a thing. Dogma is here to stay. But now, you have to believe one simple thing. Her weird, ominous warning. Who is the left-hand man of Dogma? Who is this warden she spoke of? Tonight, she wants to become Gift of the Gods champion. Next week, she wants to help propel herself and LaRue in the Tag Team Riley Cup tournament. This is a determination that only someone of about 5'2" tall has. She may be that tall, but you better believe that she has the spiritual height of an 18-footer. That's right, 18 feet tall, motherfuckers, who can crush watermelons with their thighs. That's right, I said it. Dark Siren taking the shades off and the jacket, handing her medallion to Madam Referee. As you all know, every one of the competitors here tonight had a collective medallion, and now they're turning in their medallions to put into the Gift of the Gods Championship. Not the one that confers my choice chat. Gotcha.
Coming in with the Medallion of Balance, representing the Chaos Crew, it's Far.
Bod holding on to the Medallion of Balance as he balanced out the score between him and Jared in that Iron Tails match 3-2. Bod focusing in tonight. Will he have the balance it takes to take home the Gift of the Gods title? This is where things change for a lot of superstars. The Trial of the Gods gives so many people an opportunity, and you don't know how to really expect it to go. Fod has been taking his opportunity to the fullest. He beat Jared, he focused in, and now he's got himself in this Elimination Chamber match, and he has a decisive decision to make here tonight with that medallion on his shoulder. He's gonna turn the medallion and focus in on the Gift of the Gods match right now. I also love that Fod never takes off his hat. The man has never taken off his hat in his entire life, and you know what? Good for him. Good for him.
Coming in with the Medallion of Reflection, representing the G-Spot, she is Raven.
Raven is a former Gift of the Gods champion. You have to see what she has in store. She successfully cashed in the Gift of the Gods title, and now she wants to make lightning strike twice. She beat Belle to win that Medallion of Reflection, and now she wants to make sure that it is seen very loud and clear that she is in control here tonight. Tonight is her night to reclaim what she successfully cashed in. She did the one thing that we talk about. She cashed in the Gift of the Gods title. She became world champion. She now wants to make that happen again. Turning in her medallion. She's ready. The G-Spot wants to have a championship celebration, and she is the one to truly bring it to them tonight. All right. Someone got high. Good for them. Probably a smart thing that he's getting high before this match, to be fair. Announcer guy.
Coming in with the
Thank you.
Medallion of Endurance, it's Chaboy.
Chaboy. Determined more than ever. Former Game of the Gods champion himself. He has himself in a spot that is crazy. He won the last man standing match against Joe. And now he's once again higher than a motherfucking kite. He wants to enter this match and he wants to be destructive. He may not be the tallest competitor in this ring, but you better believe he is the most seasoned in a way. This man is a very powerful sorcerer. He has one eye missing because he got bitten out by a dragon. He's currently high, so you better believe that a lot of the things you do tonight won't matter. But your boy, ready to win the Gift of the Gods Championship. Yeah, that works, I guess. Hand the medallion over. So those are your 4 people in pods. Who? Well, we know who are competing and who started off the match, I guess technically. I was like, who's competing in the match? Like, yeah, the other 2 people haven't come out yet. Just, yeah, idiots.
Coming in with the Medallion of the Beast, it's Cocaine Bear.
You know, we got a phone call from the local TCG card shop after last week. Terry Faye returned to the counter, very much beaten every living shit out of. He did not finish his shift, and we were asked to compensate for that. And I said, sorry, wrong number. The bear known as Cocaine Bear, probably high on cocaine right now. Determined to no end here right now to just cause mayhem, destruction, and everything. There are 5 people being locked into a cage with the bear. Wasn't it bad enough that Terry was locked inside of a cage with the bear? Now we're locking 5 others in a cage with a bear. The trial of the beast was nothing nice for Terry, and the medallion of the beast, fittingly, is on Cocaine Bear. Bum bum.
Coming in with the Medallion of Chaos.
Chaos.
Representing Team Pink, it's Trashley Pelican.
Trashley Pelican defeated Nick to win that Medallion of Chaos, and now she's going into this match having to start off against Cocaine Bear. It is not a favorable spot to be right now for Trashley. She may be a little bit rested thanks to memes saying do not break up that pin and keeping the tag team match alive last week, but you have to wonder, is it going to be enough to help her be able to successfully take home the victory tonight? It is not really a favorable thing to be entering into this chamber first, but lightning has struck multiple times where the first person in the chamber wins the entire thing. Trashley Pelican, first ever village champion. She has done some great things. She killed off the evil faction known as Aces. She's broken several people's noses. I slammed the microphone by accident. I'm throwing this blink camera around like crazy. I'm just having fun throwing it. I'm just distracted. It's that ADHD bullshit that I'm on, baby. Trashley Pelican, determined in her eyes. Determination in her eyes. All the medallions locked in. Taken off of their title belts and into the championship itself. Shrunken down and everything. Thank you, evil witch doctor somewhere in the world. The bell has rung, and now Cocaine Bear versus Trashley to start off our Trial of the Gods finale. Cocaine Bear sent out of the ring. Trashley yelling to the crowd, hyping them up. This is what's going on. Blue, hello, Blue. Trashley and Cocaine Bear on the outside. Cocaine Bear with an uppercut, knocking Trashley down, stomping in on the midsection. Trashley wrenching the arm, slamming down Cocaine Bear, elbow strike right to the kidney. And now the stomps and the kicks. Trashley trying to get in full position of control here. Dropping double elbows right to the side of the head. Uh-oh, Trashley may have poked the bear a little too hard there. And now Cocaine Bear is doing what Cocaine Bear is gonna do. I'm gonna see my, after Dudley's out in the match, I'm gonna roll my face up here, chat. If it gets in the way, I will just remove my face cam. Raven entering in next. She's entering the pit and she is focused. Trashley into the ring. Raven now going right after Cocaine Bear. This is very smart. You do not want to just go out of your way. Ooh. To just let the big creature known as Cocaine Bear, ooh, Enzuigiri, have full control of this match. But now, Cocaine Bear lifted up on the shoulders, dropped across everyone's favorite tag team partner. Ooh, sidestepping the super kick. Trashley Pelican maybe smarter than she's given off right here in this match. She started the match hot, heavy against the bear. If I was in this match, chat, I would try and keep my distance. I'd be running. I'd be hiding. I wouldn't give my opponent a chance to even try and catch me if I started off this match. Trashley, however, went in the fray quickly, fast, right in the bear. Raven now right after Trashley as Chaboy makes his way into the ring next. Trashley getting taken down by Raven. Going for a pin, Chaboy in the ring. Look at this. No fear, only a lot of weed. Chaboy lifted up by Cocaine Bear. Slammed down by Cocaine Bear. Like we said, he's probably not feeling any pain. The man is so high, he can kill a rhinoceros right now with how much weed he's ingested. Cocaine Bear and Trashley. Raven trying to pin Chaboy. Falls count anywhere, chat. You can literally be on top of one of those pods and pin your opponent if you really, really, really wanted to. Cocaine Bear trying to pin Trashley. Big leg drop by Chaboy. 2 count, Trashley kicking out. Looks like Fod makes his way in. Dogma. How on earth is Dark Siren the last person to enter this one? Holy moly. Dogma in, getting an advantage here tonight as Fod drops Chaboy with a big boot. And now locked up, Chaboy getting kneed right to the face. Raven now sending Fod into the Elimination Chamber cage. And that flipping him over and a kick right to the spine. Chaboy top rope, setting himself out. Double axe handle, knocking down Raven. Chaboy having Fod, sending Fod into the chamber again. The last competitor on their way out. I can move my face cam back to where it should be at, chat. As Dark Siren enters the ring, Trashley trying to eliminate Cocaine Bear as Chaboy and Dark Siren are fighting it out. This Chaboy elbow right to the knee of Dark Siren. Fod being taken advantage of by Raven as Cocaine Bear up on the shoulders of Trashley. Trashley with a beautiful suplex. Kick out of 2. Raven crossbody springboard. Chaboy leveling Dark Siren. Fod getting inside the ring. Smart play. Try and be where the action's at. Smart by Fod. Locking up with the bear. Not a smart play by Fod. Sending the bear into Trashley as Fod and Raven start to lock it in. Chaboy hits the Twisted Hate onto Dark Siren. Raven top rope flying herself out. Elbow drop to Fod. Cocaine Bear getting slapped across the chest by Trashley. Trashley went for it. Elbows missing. Raven off of the chamber cage on top of Fod on the outside. What is Chaboy doing? Kick out of 2 by Fod. Chaboy came down. He came down. The bear slammed down. Spine buster by Trashley. Oh, Fod getting punched away by Raven. Chaboy sending Dark Siren back out of the ring. Oh my god, Cocaine Bear chucking Trashley as Fod just viciously attacking Raven. Chop block by Cocaine Bear. Talking down Chaboy. Dark Siren out, handful of Cocaine Bear, slamming it into the corner as Chaboy suplexing Trashley. Fod, what has Fod got going on here? Trying to do a little bit of a camel clutch, modified a little bit on the Raven, but nope, Raven out of it. Dark Siren chilling in the corner. Cocaine Bear stomping away at Dark Siren. Raven lifting up, Fod R360, and a big knee into the face of Dark Siren. Your boy climbing off the side, but Fod's eliminated. Raven has eliminated Fod. Our first competitor has been eliminated. Fod, I think, had the hardest hitting match in the trial tournament. I think it shows here tonight that he was a little bit more gassed than the rest of the competitors. He went through an iron tables match, for fuck's sake. The man definitely was a little bit more beaten up than the other competitors. Dark Siren sending Trashley up and down. Cocaine Bear, hands full of Dark Siren, taking her over across that top rope. Oh, and then Trashley with a super kick onto Cocaine Bear. Gotta remember, Trashley used to be tag team partners with Dark Siren, so that might have been a little bit of a respect thing right there. Get your hands off of my friend type situation. As Raven goes top rope, flying through the air, frog splash, missing wildly as Trashley lines up with Chaboy. Cocaine Bear sent out of the ring by Dark Siren. Raven taking Dark Siren over. Oh, nope, not getting a full chance to get over the corner. Trashley lifting up Chaboy. Dark Siren, Hurricane Rana taking Chaboy down, slamming Raven in the corner. Cocaine Bear getting back into the ring. Dark Siren trying to choke Raven with her boot in the corner. Up, down, the bear bomb. Oh no. Dark Siren kicking out of the bear bomb. Chaboy sent out of the ring by Raven. Cocaine Bear lifting Trashley up and sending her back down to the floor. And now Raven up and down goes Cocaine Bear. Oh, look at this. Dark Siren trying to roll up Raven. Oh, not even a 1 count. Midsection kick to Dark Siren goes to Raven. Raven got flipped up by Dark Siren. And look at that drop kick by Chaboy, knocking down Trashley. Raven being picked back up by Dark Siren. Dark Siren leveling Raven. And look at this, just an onslaught of clotheslines by Dark Siren. And look out, Raven, single leg drop kick, knocking Raven off her feet. What's Cocaine Bear doing? Raven off the rope, up and down. Dark Siren splashing Raven onto the mat hard. ZKO. Not enough. Trashley sent out of the ring, and now Cocaine Bear making its way into the ring. Trashley outside the ring. Chaboy just slammed Siren down a little awkwardly, it looked like. Looked like he was going for a neck breaker, but looked a little stiffer than normal. Cocaine Bear punching Raven right in the gut. They start Siren bouncing back, clothesline, knocking Chaboy off his feet, knocking him down again. Oh my God, bear bomb! Trashley just kind of chilling there as Chaboy goes out of the ring. Kick out at 2 by Raven. Dark Siren kicking the head of Cocaine Bear as Trashley and Chaboy on the outside start to have their war. Dark Siren mounting Raven. Punches flurrying down hard. Cocaine Bear and Trashley locking it back up. Trashley now lifting Cocaine Bear up. Dark Siren taking Raven. Oh, no, Raven fighting back. Cocaine Bear fighting back. Everybody's fighting back hard here as Cocaine Bear looks like they want to send a message to Trashley Pelican. Oh, God. The bigger bear bomb. Kick out of 2. Raven clothesline taking out Chaboy. Oh my God, that kick by Dark Siren. Chaboy knocked out cold, but right back up, and Raven and Dark Siren working together as a group. Look at this, Dark Siren lifting up Cocaine Bear. Changing the position, dropping Cocaine Bear across everyone's favorite tag team partner, the top rope. As Dark Siren and Raven work together to attack. Oh my God. Trashley Pelican feeling the wrath of 2 Dark Maidens. Cocaine Bear lifted up by Chaboy, dropped down. Wait, Raven's pinning Trashley, okay. Trash is eliminated. Whoa, Raven midsection kick to Dark Siren. Dark Siren kicks galore. Dark Siren slowly getting back up to her feet. I wouldn't get back up to my feet if I were you. That's an R360 waiting for you. Kick out at 2. Oh my God. Chaboy focusing in on Cocaine Bear. Dark Siren launched out of the ring to the outside. Chaboy fighting off the Cocaine Bear, keeping his high strictly to marijuana, nothing else, and strictly nothing else. Raven bouncing Chaboy off the ropes. Dark Siren back up to her feet finally. Getting back. Well, she's not going back in the ring, actually. She's watching from the outside. Smart play, honestly. Raven, huge springboard crossbody, taking Cocaine Bear down. Dark Siren just standing there menacingly as the other 3 competitors beat the ever-living shit out of each other. Cocaine Bear leveled by Chaboy after Chaboy knocked Raven down. I think everyone's confused, like, wait, where's Dark Siren? They're not even realizing. She's standing on the outside as Raven hits a beautiful... Ooh, Dark Siren looks like she's ready to fight Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Bear out of the ring. Dark Siren going back in the ring finally. I think Dark Siren's afraid of Cocaine Bear. Ooh, elbow straight to the face from Raven to Dark Siren. Dark Siren going right outside. Never mind, maybe she's not afraid of Cocaine Bear. As she slams Cocaine Bear down. Stomping away. Oh my God, Chaboy hitting. Was that a burning hammer? Dark Siren lifting Cocaine Bear up and tossing Cocaine Bear like it's nothing. Where's Dark Siren go? Oh, Dark Siren looks like she's Cocaine Bear with a crossbody on the Raven. Dark Siren's like, nope, I don't need to be up here. Look at this, going right after Cocaine Bear after that. Oh, right into the chamber. Cocaine Bear lifting up Dark Siren. That is, not good. Cocaine Bear sending Dark Siren in the ring. Chaboy sent Raven in the ring. Now they are fighting on the outside. Cocaine Bear lifting up Chaboy. Chaboy dropped down, Samoan drop. Oh no, Cocaine Bear is going up to the top of the chamber again. Just hit a huge crossbody again, this time with Chaboy. Dark Siren out of the ring. Raven flying through the air, drop kick, missile style, knocking Dark Siren down. Where's Cocaine Bear going? Dark Siren? Wait, did Raven hit Dark Siren off the cage? So much has happened over there. Cocaine Bear went up and then back down. Now going over to the other side. Where's Cocaine? What is Cocaine Bear doing? Raven lifting up Dark Siren. I think she did connect with Dark Siren back there. Oh my God, Raven just beating up Dark Siren over in the corner now. This boy, Dark Siren has been eliminated. Oh, Dark Siren holding her ribs. That is not a good sign. Chaboy sent down by Cocaine Bear. Raven right after Cocaine Bear. After that, Cocaine Bear lifted up. R360. Ooh, Dark Siren's also limping, actually. That's not good. That's very bad. Raven getting grabbed by Chaboy. Chaboy dropping down. Face first goes to Raven. Raven being picked up by Chaboy. And that's a side effect of all the marijuana that Chaboy has taken. Bulldog by the Bear. Down to 3. The Bear grabbing on Chaboy. Chaboy fighting back. He knows that the Bear bomb is coming. Midsection kick. Chaboy. Twisted Hate. Twisted Hate going for the pin. Trying to eliminate the Bear. The Bear has been eliminated. Raven versus Chaboy for the Gift of Gods title. Ooh, Cocaine Bear also grabbing onto their ribs. That's Not limping like Dark Siren, though, it was, fortunately. Gonna have medical staff take a look at every competitor at the end of this match. As Raven hits another crossbody off the side of the chamber cage. Kick out at 2. Raven now stomping away, now kicking harsh. Standing moonsault, Raven hitting it perfectly. And another one. Raven methodically taking her way at Chaboy. Chaboy locking back in with Raven. Raven sending Chaboy back inside the ring. Raven, go into the ring, Raven. It's just you. Yeah, thank you. Raven, there's nothing out there. There's physically nothing out there for you. Why are you leaving the ring? Get back in there. Raven realizing quickly that she needs to be inside the ring. Well, she didn't have to be inside the ring, but, you know, it made more sense if she was in the ring. As she goes in beautiful shoulder tackle, taking down Chaboy. Raven stalking R360. Raven's your Gift of the Gods champion.
Here is your winner and new Gift of the Gods champion, Raven.
Raven has done it again, back at the top of the Gift of the Gods championship. Outlasting so many others. Now, a matter of time, when will she cash in that championship? She's handing her medallion back, which is kind of funny in my opinion. She's giving that medallion back, which is really funny. Anyway, chat, thank you all for another very successful MCW Live. Outcome? Raven. The only one who no one gambled for? Oh my god, no shot. Did everybody lose their points? Oh my god, no, those two people nobody voted for. Oh my god, y'all lost points. Thank you all so much for an amazing MCW, as I always say. You guys are great and awesome. Another amazing matches of nights. But regardless, let's get in the hot tub. It's more cozy there.